You have just come up with an incredible idea for a SaaS platform that you believe will change the game in your industry. You're excited, motivated, and ready to build. But then reality hits. Where do you start? Should you build the full product right away, or should you take a step back and release something smaller to test the waters? Well, if you are like most entrepreneurs, you've probably come across terms like MVP, MMF, and MMP. But what do they actually mean? And more importantly, how do you know which one is the right approach for your SaaS product? You don't want to spend months building something only to find out that it's not what your users need, right? Here's the good news. You are in the right place. Today, I'm going to help you navigate through these concepts by breaking them down step by step. We are going to talk about the differences between MVP, MMF, and MMP, how each one can fit into your product development journey, and I will share real-world examples of companies that got it right and grew into giants. And that's not all. I'm also going to introduce you to the books that first coined these terms, so you can dive even deeper if you want to level up your knowledge. So, whether you are just getting started with an MVP, or thinking about delivering your first marketable feature, or ready to take your minimum marketable product to the world, stick around. This video is packed with actionable insights that can help you avoid costly mistakes and get your SaaS platform into the hands of users who love it. Let's delve deeper into the world of minimum viable products and their significance in the SaaS industry. As Eric Reyes, author of The Lean Startup, introduced, an MVP is the simplest version of your product that allows you to test your idea with real users. It's not about creating a perfect product, but about learning quickly, failing fast, and iterating efficiently. At the heart of an MVP lies the concept of validating your core assumption. It's not about building extensive features, but about testing the waters and gauging user interest. A prime example of a successful MVP is Slack. When it initially launched, Slack wasn't the comprehensive team collaboration tool we know today. Instead, the MVP was a basic chat application that facilitated real-time communication. While limited in features, it solved a fundamental problem, enabling seamless communication among team members. This MVP validated the idea and proved the concept's viability. Over time, Slack added features like channels, integrations, and file sharing, but the MVP was instrumental in demonstrating the product's potential. By the way, if you would like to know how to validate your business idea and make sure that you succeed with your SaaS platform, watch my videos on testing business ideas when I discuss viability, feasibility, and desirability of a product. Now, creating an effective MVP involves several key steps. First, identifying the core problem you aim to solve. What is the pain point or need that your product addresses? Next, determine the minimum set of features required to address this problem. It's crucial to focus on the essential features that deliver the core value proposition. Once these features are identified, you can start building your MVP. The beauty of an MVP lies in its ability to facilitate rapid feedback loops. By releasing the MVP to a small group of users, you can gather valuable insights into what's working and what needs improvement. Based on user feedback, you can iterate quickly, making changes and enhancements to refine the product. This iterative process allows you to continuously improve the product and move closer to creating a solution that resonates with your target audience. Remember, an MVP isn't a final product, but a stepping stone toward a more refined version. Its purpose is to test assumptions, gather feedback, and inform future development decisions. By embracing the MVP approach, SaaS companies can minimize risk, reduce costs, and increase the likelihood of building a successful product that meets the needs of their customers. The Minimum Marketable Feature, introduced by Mark Dean and Dr. Jane Cullen Hong in their book Software by the Numbers, Low Risk, High Return Development, goes beyond the concept of a minimum viable product. While MVP is a basic version of a product with just enough features to be viable, an MMF aims to deliver a standalone piece of functionality that provides real value to users. It represents the smallest unit of functionality that can be developed, launched, and measured independently. The key aspects of an MMF is its ability to stand alone as your valuable product, even if it's just a small part of a larger vision. It's not simply an experiment, but rather a strategic approach to product development that prioritizes delivering tangible value to users as early as possible. Spotify's launch exemplifies the successful application on MMF. Initially, they focused on building the core feature of streaming music, which was the smallest marketable feature they could offer. This approach allowed them to gather feedback, measure user engagement, and make data-driven decisions about the future developments. As users enjoyed the core streaming feature, Spotify gradually introduced additional MMFs such as playlists, recommendations, and social sharing. Each new feature added incremental value, building upon the foundation of the core product. By breaking the product development into a series of MMFs, Spotify was able to validate each feature's viability, optimize the user experience, and build momentum for their overall streaming service. The MMF approach enabled them to release new features frequently, respond quickly to market demands, and stay ahead of the competition. In summary, the MMF concept emphasizes delivering the smallest unit of functionality that provides immediate value to users. It allows for iterative product development, continuous learning, and ability to adapt to changing market conditions. By focusing on MMFs, product teams can minimize risk, increase predictability, and achieve sustainable growth. The minimum marketable product is a pivotal concept in the agile and lean product development. It signifies the smallest version of a product that can be released to the market, addressing a real customer issue. Unlike minimum viable product (MVP) or minimum marketable feature (MMF), an MMP is a fully functional and market-ready product that offers sufficient value to be sold and utilized, with ample scope for expansion and refinement. The objective of an MMP is to swiftly validate product-market fit while gathering essential customer feedback. However, it extends beyond being merely an experiment. By launching a lean yet functional product, businesses can generate revenue, test assumptions, and gain insights into what users genuinely need, all while minimizing the initial investment of time and resources. Basecamp's initial MMP centered around essential functionalities that tackled a specific problem faced by teams: efficient project management. As they gathered user feedback and experienced a surge in popularity, Basecamp gradually introduced additional features and enhancements. Nevertheless, the initial MMP established a solid foundation to their success. It enabled Basecamp to adopt an iterative development approach, responding to customer needs and evolving into the multifaceted platform it is today. The MMP approach advocates a build, measure, learn cycle, where businesses swiftly release products, meticulously collect data, and make well-informed decisions. By prioritizing value and addressing specific customer issues, an MMP can serve as a robust foundation for a successful product, as exemplified by the companies like Basecamp. In essence, while an MVP is primarily focused on learning and an MMF aims to deliver valuable features incrementally, the MMP represents a more comprehensive approach. It involves going to market with a fully functional product that can generate revenue while allowing space for future growth and improvements. The MMP approach enables businesses to swiftly test their product's viability, gather valuable insights, and make data-driven decisions, ultimately propelling them toward long-term success. Now that we've covered the differences between MVP, MMF, and MMP, how do you decide which approach is right for your SaaS platform? To help illustrate this, let's walk through the stories of 3 different entrepreneurs, each on their own unique journey. By the end, you will see how their decisions to go with MVP, MMF, or MMP shaped their success. Meet Sarah. She's got an idea for a new SaaS platform that helps small businesses manage their inventory more efficiently. But she's not sure if there is a market for it yet. Instead of diving into a full product build, Sarah decides to start with an MVP, a minimum viable product. Sarah's MVP is simple. It's just a basic app that lets users track their inventory. No fancy analytics, no integrations, just the essentials. Her goal? Validate that small business owners are actually willing to pay for this solution before she invests too much time and money. By focusing on her MVP, Sarah quickly learns that there's real demand for her idea. She's able to gather feedback, make improvements, and attract early users without the risk of overbuilding. Now, she knows her idea has potential and she can confidently move toward with further development. Now, let's talk about Jason. Jason's SaaS platform is a bit further along. He has validated his idea, a tool for remote teams to collaborate on design projects. But he's not ready for a full product launch just yet. Instead, Jason decided to focus on delivering MMF, Minimum Marketable Feature. Jason's first MMF is a shared whiteboard tool. It's just one piece of the larger product he's envisioning, but it's valuable enough to be marketed on its own. Remote teams can use it right away, and Jason is able to start generating some revenue while continuing to develop additional features. By focusing on MMF, Jason is able to deliver value to his users incrementally. Each feature he releases builds on the last, and his product evolves based on real user needs. This approach keeps his customers engaged while allowing him to grow his platform step by step. And finally, meet Aisha. Aisha has been working on her SaaS platform for months, a tool that helps freelance writers manage their projects, track clients, and handle invoicing. She's passed the idea validation stage and she's built enough of the product to solve a real problem for her target audience. Aisha is ready to go to market with her MMP, Minimum Marketable Product. Her MMP is a complete market-ready product. It's not overloaded with features, but it's functional enough to start generating revenue and providing real value to freelance writers. She launches her MMP, gets her first paying customers, and begins gathering feedback for future updates. By going to market with her MMP, Aisha positions herself to start making money while also learning what her users really want. She has built a solid foundation that she can grow from, and she knows that future features will be driven by actual customer needs. So, which approach is right for you? Start with an MVP if you are in the idea validation phase. You need to test your assumptions and see if there is a demand for your product before you invest too much time and money. Focus on MMF if you are building iteratively. Once your concept is validated, start delivering features that provide value to your users incrementally. This helps you get something useful into the hands of users while continuing to evolve the product. Move to an MMP when you are ready to go to market. This is when you've built enough of the product to solve a real problem for your users and you are ready to start generating revenue. Your MMP should be marketable and provide enough value to stand on its own, even if it's just the starting point for bigger things. Remember, every company's journey is different. Slack, Spotify, and Basecamp all started small but grew into giants by following these strategies. The key is to start small, learn fast, and build something that customers love. Whether you are validating an idea, delivering small valuable features, or launching your first product to the market, understanding MVP, MMF, and MMP will help guide you in building your SaaS platform in the right way. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on building and growing your SaaS businesses. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your entrepreneurial journey.